first topic I want to talk about really quick before we get into some other things is that I don't like bitch ass niggas. And the reason why I want to start off with that is because
game is about helping us learn the rules of manhood. And a lot of times what happens is we don't fully believe in the rules. We don't fully believe in the information.
You cannot fear rejection.
We got to stand on business out there, meaning that the bitches ain't gonna even fuck with me if they don't think that I'm willing to go the distance behind some shit.
everybody in this room, if you had a bitch ass moment, raise your hand.
When I say I am, I want you to say a motherfucking man. I am a motherfucking man.
Like I said, y'all should have bitches. I'm amazed. It's a struggle for some of y'all.
Once you find something that you're into, it comes before everything else. And then even when you deal with a woman who's into you, she has to compete with that thing, whatever the fuck that is, right?
Stand up if you believe in fear. Stand up right now. Everybody stand the fuck up.
You know, I say bitch a lot and nigga a lot, but, you know, it's with good intention and a lot of love in it and whatnot.
If I'm feeling insecure, is this really me, or did somebody teach me how to feel this way?
I am a motherfucking man.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Shit's crazy cause I look at you different. You were saying I did shit that I didn't. Trying to keep it going, you kept resisting. So I kept it moving, I kept my distance. Kept it real, you said that I kept insisting. So listen, There's a thin line between pain and pleasure. They came the stressor, I came the stretcher. My aims to get it to drain all these lanes for cheddar. Can't name a fella whose game is better. My reign is terror, you reign never. You only see rain in rainy weather. Complain forever, you blame Stacey, Jane, and Heather. You claim you let her be free, that's insane. You tell her you're like me, we're not the same. You fed her, I say forget her. Even though I love everything about her, if she try me, then I will live without her. I will drop her within less than an hour, just cause the tone of her voice is getting louder. Damn, you the type of guy that will never doubt her. Get him. If she left you, you would cry in the shower. Get him. You would never leave her cause you're a coward. You have no power. These niggas out here is whacking and whack. They cracking they back. The smash is a fact. They having a chat while grabbing their sack. They laughing with brats. They stacking their stacks while asking for cat. They have to relax. My heart's cold and it's blacker than black. Been that nigga since Pun and Joe was packing the Mac and back of the act. She only fucking with you after the fact. She talking about me when she gets up at night saying that she's having a snack. I could do what I do cause I'm me. I am him cause I remind me. Told her keep up when she's behind me. She'll find the truth when she finds me. But if shorty start acting grimy, bitchin' moaning and acting whiny, being disrespectful and try me, you're gone.
We here. We are here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let me make sure I got all my shit going how I need it to go. Let me close all these things so my shit will be working nice and right. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking building. Who we got up in here real quick? We got my lady April MC in the motherfucking building. What's going on, girl? We got Respect the Truth, June Sports, Corey Guzman, AJ Lino in the building. Dan is in the building. What's popping with you? Zay is up in here. Soulmonger. Rahman was popping with your man. El Barro was good. Ramal was going on. Was popping with you. TMJ Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Was good. So today's show, we're talking about 5 ways ugly and average looking men can attract hot women. Now, obviously, this show has to be a parody because according to the red pill and the black pill, you got to be a Chad in order to get women. So disregard anything I'm saying in this show because obviously I'm talking bullshit because if you're not a Chad and you're not a Tyrone, you can't get women. So this is just a joke show because according to the red pill and the incels and the black pill, you have to have a chiseled jawline and model looks and all this other stuff in order to get women. But you're just gonna still get into this. But remember, guys, make sure you get this book. Looks don't matter. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com. Get this book right here. Where's it at? Hold on. Where's my finger at? No, it's right. It's this way. Get this book. Looks don't matter. 7 ways to attract women without your looks. Okay? Just get this book. Remember, this is a joke. This is not real because according to the red pill and according to the black pill, you have to be super good looking, or else you're gonna have a dry dick for the rest of your life. Okay, women are not gonna want to fuck you or suck you unless you're 6 feet tall, have a 6-pack, and you have a 20-inch dick. So remember, just get this book for laughs because I just wrote this as a joke, right? Because obviously, game doesn't matter. Game isn't important. It's all about looks, money, and status, and that's it. But I'm just saying, let's just do this for fun. You feel what I'm saying? But today I'm going to be telling you guys, right? I'm going to be showing you guys 5 ways that ugly and average-looking men can attract hot women. You understand? And this is real simple. It's funny because people see this shit every day in real life, but when it comes to the internet, niggas just start becoming idiots. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, man, if you don't look a certain way, if you don't have a certain face, if you're not cute, it's never going to happen for you. Now, first, before we get into all this, understand that what is considered ugly, average looking, hot, whatever it is still all subjective. There is no such thing as objective beauty, meaning that there's no such thing as there's going to be this person and everybody on earth is going to be like, yes, they're hot, or yes, they look good. It's never going to happen. You understand? I don't care if it was everyone except for one person. If one person says this person isn't attractive, then looks are not objective. You feel what I'm saying? It's subjective, right? So what happens is that what one woman might find attractive, another woman might not. What one woman might think is handsome, another woman might not. What one woman think is good looking, another woman might not. You understand what I'm saying? And this goes for you guys too. You see women out there that you think is hot, right? You think is a 10, and another nigga might think she's a 4. You understand what I'm saying? On the mythical scale of 1 to 10. And we're gonna get to that also on this show. You feel what I'm saying? But guys, if you want to call in, the call-in number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901 is the number if you want to call in. It's not going to be a long ass show. So, if you guys want to call in, ASAP and let's get this shit cracking. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and I will get to your question, right after that. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on. We got calls already. God damn. Let's see what's popping out here in these streets before I get into the, to the rest of the game. Hold on. We got, 908. What's popping? Who this?
Yeah, how you doing, McCurry? This is Shaq from Jersey.
What up, bro? I see you donated. Appreciate it. So what's going on? What's going on with you?
Well, first off, I just called to give my regards to you and Miles. I appreciate what you guys are doing.
That's what's up. Appreciate it, man. So what's good with you?
I noticed a lot of stuff that you guys were saying. I didn't realize it, at first, but then later on, it started to come to me as far as especially when you used to say on the live streams where you would say, if you ever in a drought and, you've been in a drought for a while, as long as the chick is, hookable, you should still mess with her. And then that'll, kickstart and get everything going. Or the time where you said that men have certain seasons where, things might be going better with women than others.
Right.
For me, it's usually the fall or December, and I'm starting to realize and see patterns. So a lot of stuff I was when you used to talk, I'm oh, what are you talking about? I didn't really see it. But now that I've been playing the game, I've seen everything that you say come into fruition, and it makes sense.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, that's what it's about. It's about going out there in real life and seeing shit play out in real life. You understand? Because again, a lot of these guys on the internet, they like to play internet games and say, oh, well, this is this way and this is that way. But it's really just internet rhetoric that doesn't actually really apply in real life. Because what people do is that they take certain situations or topics and then they exaggerate it. You feel what I'm saying? And then they make it into this weird ass thing. And then people start to believe it because they're not actually living real life. And then so they get confused and they get caught up in a bunch of nonsense. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now I do have one quick question though. Since I've been playing the game and I've been going out, I did find with you and Miles and Ram Say My Tribe. And I realized that the, black woman, the thicker and the chubby type, receive me pretty well when I approach. I just say my name and their eyes is glowing, and it just instant communication and interest when I talk to them.
Right.
But my question is too, if I wanted to go into the Caucasian or the Spanish, would I still have to play the game the same way, or how come I'm only attracting that certain type of woman?
Well, the thing is not to focus on, see, this is the thing, right? You're going to have women who just generally off the rip are just they're just attracted to you off the rip. Then you're going to have women who they're not necessarily like off the rip attracted to you just like that. But if you have a conversation with them or interact with them, they'll be fucking with you. Right. So the thing is, don't worry necessarily too much about saying, because what you're basically saying is, how do I get those women to make it as easy as these other women are making it as easy for me? But because I want those other women, right? That's basically what you're saying, right?
Yeah, because I play it the same way. I do the exact same thing, but then they don't really receive me like it. But as soon as I talk to quote unquote my tribe, they're like, oh yeah, you know, receptive and everything else. I'm like, this is weird. But I mean, like you said, I guess you just gotta find the ones.
Right, but also too, you gotta understand this is that within any type or group of women, right? You'll still find women within that group that's gonna be feeling you. So the thing is that if you like, so for example, right, as a let's say you're if you're a black guy, right, who is on point, you understand you're an attractive guy, right? You might get a lot of black women who are interested in you because a lot of black women usually gravitate to black men first, just in general, right? So that's going to happen just like that. Now, what happens is that if you're in other situations where you're in a situation with some Asian girls, white girls, whatever, you're still going to have white girls, Asian girls, or whoever that's going to be attracted to you because you're an attractive guy, right? But they may not necessarily just throw themselves at you. Some of them may not throw themselves at you as quickly as the black chicks are going to throw themselves at you. It just is what it is. Now, for some guys, it's the opposite. You understand? So it's just all understanding what's going on with your situation. Now, if you want those other women, right, you're just going to have to interact with more of those women and find those other women who are giving you the same energy as easily as the black woman that's giving you the energy. You see what I'm saying? So it's really just
where I live is.
But what'd you say?
Yeah, it's like because where I live is just black and Spanish. So I'm like, okay, I had a lot of black women, but I want to go, go back to the Latinos. But
yeah, you just got to go and holler at them. That's the thing. See, the thing is,
well, yeah, again, I talk to them, but it's always like, oh, I'm good, or I don't date black guys, or stuff like that. So I'm like,
right, but you got to just talk to more of those type of women. See, this is the problem. See, what happens is this, right? Most guys, and this is perfect because this goes with the topic too. You know the reason why most guys are so concerned with looks and being good looking and choosing signals and all that other shit, and even the whole tribe thing, is because most guys just want shit to fall in their lap. They want it to be easy, right? Which is understandable. Like, why not let shit be easy? Cool. You understand? Like, meaning like, oh, if I can just get these girls or these particular women are just making it easy for me, right? I want these other women that I want to make it easy for me too. Right? What I'm saying is that you can also have that, but what you might need to do is you might need to go out to find those women who's going to make it easy for you. So what happens is that when it comes to game, it's not about trying to convince a woman to like you or to jump through hoops and do a whole bunch of bullshit. It's really just you being you and finding the women who are attracted to you and then being able to maintain that. Right? But what happens is that if you walk into a spot and you have a bunch of women who are just like gravitating to you and making it a little easy, you might walk into another spot, right? And the women aren't necessarily making it easy like those other women. But if you were just to say what's up, then that woman might make it as easy as those other women. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is, when you get so spoiled with that situation, you're like, what is the way that I can make the other situations just work out like the other situations? It's not. You see what I'm saying? Because if it was, it would have already. You see what I'm saying? So what that means is that you have to have a different strategy, meaning game, in order to get that situation happening in that same equivalent way as the other situation, right? So you can't just stand there and say, well, what's some little trick or thing that I can do to get these other women to, gravitate to me like these other women are. You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't work out that way. You see what I mean? So you have to do something else to basically get a similar result. And that something else is you got to go out there and play the numbers game. You see what I'm saying? Because if you want, for example, let's say if you was trying to get a Hispanic chick or whatever, right? you would still have to meet a Hispanic chick who's going to make it as easy for you as those other black chicks that's making it easy. You see what I'm saying?
I get you.
Right. So there's no like magic trick with this shit. It's just there's certain girl, like for example, a lot of guys, they worry about choosing signals, right? What happens is that they'll say, well, I get choosing signals, or I'm probably got a girl that approached me, but it's never the girls that I really want. Right? So if it's not the girls you really want, what do you need to do to get the girls you really want? You got to approach them, because the girls that are approaching you aren't the girls you really want. So you got to go and approach the girls you really want. You see what I'm saying? So you have to come up with a different strategy, because the strategy of you just chilling there, expecting the girls you want to come at you, isn't working. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so what happens is that the thing is that you have to say, okay, so what do I need to do to get the outcome that I want? Well, I got to go and approach those chicks, because those chicks aren't coming to me as easily as the other ones that I don't want to come into me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm telling you, there's no magic trick to this shit. I know niggas want to give you guys magic tricks, but it ain't no magic tricks to this shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Numbers getting a little bit more. I got you.
Right. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, man. All right. So let's get into this game real quick. I'll take some calls after I go through these 5 things. I want you guys to really, really understand this. So 5 ways ugly and average looking men can attract hot women, right? And this is in no order of importance. I'm gonna just go 1 through 5, and then we're gonna talk about this and get into this. You feel what I'm saying? We're just gonna go into the shit and get into the shit. All right. So the first way that ugly or average looking men can attract hot women is the average or ugly looking men have sex appeal. They have sex appeal. Now, I've talked about this a bazillion fucking times. Right? You being sexually appealing, right, does not always have to correlate with you being physically attractive. You understand? So what happens is that sometimes sex appeal, right, goes beyond just your look. Now, there are times where a guy may look good and the woman is sexually attracted to him. But what happens is that there's times where you're not the best looking motherfucker, but the woman is sexually attracted to you, right? And I've talked about this before. Sex appeal is a combination of your looks, appearance, and behavior, right? So what happens is that because the guy is sexually appealing, that makes the women want to have sex with him. The problem is it's hard for guys to understand this, because guys think surface level and guys only think about it from their perspective. So they can't really understand, right, how a guy could be average looking or below average looking or whatever you want to call it, and a woman still be sexually attracted to him. Now, what happens is one of the ways is that a woman looks at a guy and she says to herself, this guy looks like he knows how to fuck. You understand? See, it's appealing for a woman to see a guy and see him and assume he knows how to fuck, because when women have sex, they want to enjoy themselves. And there's a lot of times when women have sex and niggas don't know how to fuck. You understand? So if you look like you know how to fuck, that's the thing that can make a woman be sexually attracted to you, right? Now, also what happens is that when it comes to sex appeal, a lot of it has to do with your behavior. And even the behavior is the thing that makes a woman assume you know how to fuck, right? So if she's talking to an average looking dude, right, and she's interacting with this guy and his behavior is of an attractive guy, right? And she's like, damn, this guy, there's something about him that is turning me on. That's the thing that makes her want to fuck with him. And see, this is the thing. You guys need to understand the concept of sex appeal, right? And what happens is sex appeal is a personal thing. See, even when it comes to you guys trying to get with girls or finding girls sexually appealing, right? What happens is this. A lot of people think that what makes a person attractive, especially sexually or whatever it is is based on just societal standards, right? But even for myself, I'll give you guys an example. So for me, like what happens is in society, right? What most guys will say is a chick is hot, right? And just let's just go off the physical. We didn't even get to the personality part. But most guys will say a girl is hot if she has a flat stomach and she's, you know, slim or skinny, right? And, you know, has a body like that, right? Now, me personally, I'll look at that girl and say, yeah, she's cute. But I may not be sexually attracted to her, meaning I may not want to have sex with her. Now, I'll fuck her because she's there. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I'll still give her some dick because she's there and I'm a guy, so whatever. But I'm not sexually attracted to her. See, physically, I'm sexually attracted to more thick women. So the societal standard or the societal norm would be the slim type of skinny type of women, but I'm sexually attracted to a thicker chick. You understand? So if a person gave me the choice of you could fuck this slim girl who's the societal standard, or you could fuck this thick chick, I'm going to pick the thick girl because I'm more sexually attracted to her because that's my personal preference. You see what I'm saying? So even though society would say the other girl is more physically attractive, right? My preference, because I'm more sexually attracted to the thick one, is me wanting the thick one, right? Now that's just on the physical, right? Now, let's think about the personality. See, my thing is I like women who are extremely feminine and cooperative. I don't like women with an attitude. I don't like women who's like wishy-washy and all over the place. I don't like chicks who fucking give too much resistance. All those things make a woman not sexually appealing to me. So now, if you have a woman who looks good, but her attitude is like that of a woman who's uncooperative, who's, you know, has that bad energy and all that other stuff, I'm not really going to want to fuck this woman like that. Like, it's going to turn me off. So even though she has the look, I'm not sexually attracted to her. So this also happens when it comes to women. See, what you got to understand is that for a woman, she could be interacting with a guy who's average looking, but she is sexually attracted to him because there's something about him specifically that turns her on, right? Then also what happens is that in these interactions that women have with men, right? A lot of times women have way more, and this is why it's hard for guys to understand sexual attraction when it comes to women. The average woman has way more sexual experience than the average man. I'm going to say it again. The average woman has way more sexual experience than the average man, right? So what happens is that the more sexual experience you have, the more that you are less likely to be just swayed by the physical. I don't want this to fly over your head. I don't want this to fly over your head. The more sexual experience you have, right? The less likely you are, shout out to my dude Miles in the building. The more sexual experience you have, the less likely you are to be just swayed by the physical. So what that means is this, is that because women generally have more sexual experience than guys, right? When a woman is having sex with a man, she understands that his look does not always correlate with the pleasure of sex, right? But she understands that because she has a lot of sexual experience. So she's fucked good-looking dudes, right? She's fucked average-looking guys, and she's fucked ugly dudes. And what she knows is that good sex is not correlated to just how a motherfucker looks. And see, what happens is that guys who have a lot of sexual experience with women, like players and motherfuckers who got game, who know how to attract a large amount of women, have a similar, outlook and experience when it comes to dealing with women. See, the guys who have limited experience dealing with women are very caught up on the physical because they don't have a lot of sexual experience. So this is why they're so enamored with the physical. They're like, oh my God, she's amazing because she's so hot and blah, 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 because they don't have a lot of sexual experience. Because if they had a lot of sexual experience, they would have known that having sex with women that are really, really hot does not always equate to amazing sex. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why a woman could be talking to or interacting with a guy who is average looking or even ugly, but still want to fuck him because he exhibits traits and his behaviors and his energy is of a guy who she assumes could fuck, or of a guy who's turning her on. You understand? A guy who's getting in her head. You understand what I'm saying? That's how that goes. Now, that's number one. Let's move on to number two. So now this one is gonna shock you guys, because I'm sure you guys have never, understood this, or nobody's ever told you this. So the second way ugly and attractive looking men can attract hot women, it's going to sound funny to y'all, is that the ugly or average looking man is more attractive than the woman. Oh, that went over your head. I already know. I'm sorry. Listen, let me explain. So the second way ugly and average looking men can attract hot women is because the ugly or average looking man is more attractive than the woman. You're like, Lucario, that doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? What do you mean? How is the ugly or average looking guy more attractive than the hot woman? Right? Let me break it down for you. So what happens is that you will have a woman who's physically appealing, right? But that woman who's physically appealing, she ain't about shit. You understand? She got a badass attitude. She got a terrible attitude, right? The pussy's whack, right? What else? She doesn't really have anything as far as a personality that's cool. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't have anything going for her. Like, to put it short, you'll have a woman who's physically appealing, but that is basically the only thing that's attractive about her. Exactly, discreet place. She's boring, she's lame, she's uncooperative, all of these things. So then the guy who's the average looking guy or the ugly guy, right? He's more attractive than her because he has all these other things that make him interesting. So when that woman who is just good looking meets that guy, she's enamored with him because she's like, oh shit, this motherfucker's on point, right? This guy's confident. He has a dope mouthpiece. He knows how to dress well. He smells good. He makes good money, right? He's consistent. He's a leader. He has all of these things that make him attractive. Because see, when you guys think about attractive, all you're thinking about is looks because you're surface level. See, surface level niggas think only in terms of physical appearance and looks. So what happens is that when you get beneath the surface, you actually see overall what makes someone attractive. So what happens is that woman who's just attractive physically sees everything in that man that she's not. You understand? She's like, oh, this guy is everything. Right? Yeah, I'm cute, but I mean, right? And not to mention on top of that, this motherfucker has game. So see, guys who have game, what they understand is that they can tell when a chick is good looking, but she's basically surface level. She has nothing else going on. You understand what I'm saying? And so everything he has going on, everything he's about is attractive to her because she sees in him what she doesn't have. So she's looking for the upgrade. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is a lot of guys who think surface level, they see that girl who looks good and like, oh my God, she's amazing. She's out of my league, all that other goofy shit. But, and shout out to my dude Miles. Miles already told y'all bitches know they ain't shit. That's literally what he's talking about. The woman knows she ain't got shit going on but her looks. But if you ain't got no game, you're fucking amazed just because she looks good. And that's coming from a lack of experience and a lack of game. But see, when a guy understands he's attractive, what happens is that the woman sees how attractive he is, which is why she gravitates to that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? But see, if you're surface level, you're going to think, oh, well, all you got, if you don't have a cute face and if you're not 6 feet tall, then you can't get girls like that. Bullshit. Bullshit. You see what I'm saying? It's all bullshit. Right? So that's number 2. Now it's going to get a little deeper later. We about to go in. So let's move on to number 3. So the third way ugly and attractive looking men attract hot women, and this is really simple, right? Is that, and this is going to blow your mind. This is so simple. It's going to blow your mind. Okay. See, the third way ugly and attractive looking men attract hot women. I'm gonna get real close to the mic because I want y'all to hear me. I want y'all to feel me on this one. I want y'all to feel me. The third way that ugly and attractive looking men, right? Or I should say ugly and average looking men attract hot women is they approach hot women. Isn't that crazy? Guys, isn't that crazy? Like, who knew it could be that simple that you could approach a hot girl and get her? Who knew? I mean, I'm just as surprised as you. I just figured this out yesterday. I mean, how amazing is that? Where you could put one foot in front of the other and then go to a woman and open your mouth and talk to her, say words to her, and let her know that you're interested and you want to make things happen. Isn't that amazing? Wow. Like, my mind is blown. I don't know about y'all, but when I found out that ugly or average looking man can just approach and talk to women, talk to hot women and get them, I'm amazed. I didn't know, but see, what happened was, this is why I was confused. Let me tell you why I was confused about this. And I didn't realize this till later on, because what happened was, I was watching videos on YouTube where guys were saying that, you have to have a jawline to get hot women. And they were telling me that, your looks get you in the door, right? And you can't approach and talk to women unless you pass her looks threshold. That's what they were telling me. So I was confused. I was like, wait a second. So you're trying to tell me that an ugly or average looking guy just can't get a hot woman because he doesn't have a jawline and he doesn't pass her looks threshold? So he's exempt from actually approaching a woman and talking to her? Wow. But see, then I found out, right? Because what happened was I started learning this thing called game. I don't know if y'all heard about it, right? I started to learn this thing about understanding your value as a man, being confident, right? And actually interacting and approaching women. And then what happened was I realized, I was like, oh shit, an ugly guy or an average looking dude can actually walk up to a woman and have a conversation with her and exchange information and take her on a date and have sex with her. I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is good news, right? So if you're ugly and average looking, guess what? You can actually go and approach a hot woman, right? It makes sense. If you say, hey, I want hot women, and you see a woman over there and you say she's hot, I mean, I don't know. Like, let me think about this. Let me see. You're here. Hot woman is here. You want hot woman that's here. So you just go and approach hot woman, and then you talk to her and then make things happen with hot woman. That's amazing. That's amazing. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. Listen. It's so simple. I didn't know it was this simple. Like, a guy could actually see a hot woman, see a woman he thinks is hot, and go and approach her and talk. Amazing. You understand? Because, it's not against the law, right? There's no rule that says you can't go and approach a hot woman, right? So what happens is that these guys, what they do is they actually approach hot women. You understand what I'm saying? It's really that simple. See, what a lot of goofy ass insecure motherfuckers do is, they get in the mirror, they want to look smacks, right? They want to get their jawlines, they want to get their plastic surgeries and shit, right? And then they want to just stand around and look all sexy. They just want to, just look all sexy and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they want the chicks to approach them because they looking all sexy. You feel me? They're like, I ain't approaching these bitches. They got to approach me because I'm sexy, right? That's what these niggas is doing. So what happens is that the confident, ugly nigga is like, fuck that. He's like, yo, baby, what's up? How you doing? And then that's like, but listen, remember, this is all bullshit, because obviously the red pill and the black pill and all that other shit says you have to, be 6 foot Chad Tyrone with a jawline, or else you can't have sex. Just give up. It's over for you guys. Just give up. You understand what I'm saying? Just give up. Don't worry about it. But anyway, so that's number 3. So let's move on to number 4. Now, this is the funny part. Now, number 4 is interesting. So the fourth way ugly guys and average looking guys attract hot women is because the hot chick, right? The hot chick actually doesn't think she's as hot as you do. The hot chick doesn't think she's as hot as you do. So what does that mean? So what's funny is, people always like to use this mythical scale of, of 1 to 10. Like, oh, well, you're a 6 and you're a 5 and you're an 8 and all this other stupid shit. So let's use this mythical scale just to illustrate the point. So you might see a girl and you think she's a 10, but in that woman's mind, she's a 6, right? And so what happens is that she might think you're a 6. You understand what I'm saying? And so she may think that y'all are on the same level. So what happens is that you're looking at this woman and you're rating her higher than she rates herself. And sometimes that could be an insecurity thing, right? Like, so she sees herself as not that attractive while you think she's the shit. So when you approach her and you're interacting with her, right? She feels like, okay, yeah, this is my lane, right? So even though she may be attracted to other guys also that are, let's say more physically attractive than you in her eyes, because she doesn't see herself as the 10, right? She doesn't go after those other guys. You understand what I'm saying? So then what happens is that she's fucking with you because she thinks that she's not that hot. You understand? She thinks she's not that hot. So what happens is you have women who you're rating them higher than they think they are themselves. And it's so because they don't think they're as hot as you think they are, right? It's easier for certain guys to get at her, right? Because she's not expecting Chad or Tyrone to really fuck with her like that. You understand what I'm saying? And also, too, what happens is this, right? Is that, you know, sometimes what happens is that, let's say you have a woman who's physically attractive, you would consider physically attractive, but her mindset is of a woman who's really, really, really insecure, right? And then you might have a guy who's average looking, who's also insecure. And then just all of a sudden they match up because they're kind of two insecure people and it kind of matches up. So let's say is a guy at his job, he knows this girl or he knows this girl from school or whatever it is like that. And then for whatever reason, they have mutual friends, you know, they hang out with the social circle and they end up getting together. You understand? And so this is why you'll see a guy who you would consider, like you see a guy who's like, you're like, damn, this dude is like a average, ugly looking dude. How did he get that hot girl? Because the hot girl sees herself just like that guy. You understand what I'm saying? So you see that guy and you say that guy's like a 4, right? And you're like, how did he get that 10 or 8, 9, or 10? But the girl who you think is the 8, 9, or 10 sees herself as the 4 or the 5. You see what I'm saying? So that she ends up fucking with that dude. You understand? So that's how it works. That's how it works. But yeah, man, let me get to the last one though. And the last one is just really simple. The last one is really simple. Right? What is firefighter talking about in the chat? Firefighter, call up. You talking a bunch of shit. This nigga talking about only 2 things women are attracted to: looks and money. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is that surface level shit. This is that surface level shit. That's that red pill, incel, black pill shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happens. So let me get to the last one. So we up to number 5. So the 5th way ugly and attractive looking men can attract hot women is they are exactly that woman's type. They're the woman's type. That's simple. So what happens is that you're going to have women who just have a certain type of guy they like. And that guy may not be the typical 6-foot jawline nigga. Now, can she also think that 6-foot jawline nigga is a good looking dude? Of course. And see, what guys have to understand is that it's not this thing where it's just one or the other, because, you know, I have my book, Looks Don't Matter, right? Which all of you guys should get at MrLocario.com. I got the book, Looks Don't Matter, right? And in the first chapter of the book, I talk about how much looks do matter. You understand what I'm saying? So when you say looks don't matter, right? That doesn't mean looks actually don't matter. And when I say looks do matter, that doesn't mean that all that matters is looks. So both are right at the same time. So what I'm saying is a woman can have a type right, of guy that she is more sexually attracted to and gravitates to, but also find this other guy physically appealing or sexually attractive. You understand what I'm saying? So, so the thing is that you might see a woman with a guy you would consider average looking, but that's her type. That's the guy that turns her on. That's the guy she's sexually attracted to. And also remember, you're a guy, so you can't really know what is the thing that turns that woman on or makes that woman, find him sexually appealing. You understand? This nigga fighter is goofy. He said dating itself is simping. See, firefighter, this is why I'm the coach and you're not. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I'm the coach and you're not. Because what simping is when you are bending over backwards and trying to put the woman on a pedestal and putting the woman above you. That's what simping is. You understand what I'm saying? That's what simping is. But firefighter, call up, man. Call up so we can talk about this. Because obviously, you know more than us. So maybe you can teach us something. Maybe you can teach us something. The calling number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901 is the number. So you can call up and we can get it cracking. So, let me see who this is. This might be Efosa, if I'm not mistaken. All right, 678. What's popping? What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
What up, bro?
Donate $5.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate it. So what's going on, man?
Okay, people are just like food. Hear me out. Let's say that you see a cheese pizza, right? A pepperoni pizza, right? It looks good, it looks delicious, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you taste the pizza, it don't taste as good. No, it doesn't taste good, right?
Right.
It looks good, it doesn't taste good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you see something else. Let's say, for example, a food called that doesn't look as good. Let's say broccoli, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, broccoli, it doesn't look as good as pizza, but when you eat the broccoli, it tastes delicious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There, it's like the broccoli is a ugly dude with sex appeal. The pizza is the hot dude with no sex appeal. You see what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, basically what you're trying to say is that, in order for you to really, you understand what I'm saying? Like, understand if you're into something, you need to experience. And so what happens is that, again, when it comes to looks and physical appeal, what happens is that it's surface level. So you can be attracted to something physically, right? But what happens is that that's just surface level. So if you don't have anything to back it up, a lot of times it fizzles out. You feel what I'm saying? This is why you have a good looking dude that a woman is physically attracted to. She's interested in him talking to her, but then after a while, she's like, okay, this guy's kind of goofy. He's saying some dumbass shit. I don't like his breath stinks. His voice is weird, whatever. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. You know what I mean?
What's my food example? What's wrong with that?
Say that again?
What's my food example? What's wrong with that?
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I'm further explaining it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm further explaining what you're saying.
So you agree with me?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. The person has to experience the food to see if they really like it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Got
Right.
you. So this is the thing. I got another question. So, like a lot of women told me that a lot of ugly dudes got the best dick.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
the woman had told me this. Woman had told me this. Like at first I believe it, but now when I watch your channel, I watch your channel way back. You know my first video.
Hold on, 470. Put yourself on mute. 470. Put yourself on mute. But go ahead, Efos. What are you saying?
First video that I watch from you is stop giving me money. That's my first video I watch from you. Every time I watch your channel, I also got the Look Still Matter book. I told you that on the other show.
Right.
So I'm saying that I read the book. It was an amazing book.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I watch your channel, I realize, like when you say, it was the number 2. You say the ugly guy can be better, more attractive than the hot girl.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you see ugly dudes, meaning that ugly dude is more are better in bed than the girl, or maybe the ugly dude, like you know what I'm saying.
Well, the thing is this: at the end of the day, hold on. So this is the thing: at the end of the day, it's about sex appeal. So whether you're a good-looking guy, ugly guy, average-looking guy, whatever, you have to be sexually appealing to the woman for her to want to have sex with you. You understand what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. So, but a lot of guys equate just being good-looking with being sexually appealing, which is incorrect. You know what I'm saying? But folks, I appreciate the call, my brother. I got to get a few more of these before we head out. So 470 is popping. Who this? 470.
Hello?
Yes, sir. What's popping? Who this?
Yeah, it's Juju. I donated, but the lines cut off. The lines cut off, but I donated. This was about a month and a half ago, but I just called back in like a whole month later.
Nigga, you talking about you donated a month and a half ago, nigga? Are you serious?
No, I swear to God, because what's
your name on the donation? What's your name on the donation?
Juju Simpson 99.
Juju Simpson. Okay, let me see.
You gotta go all the way down. Something like if there's like a search bar on the Cash App, you'll see it. It was a $5 donation.
This nigga calling from 10 years ago about a fucking donation. This nigga crazy. I don't see it on here, man. I'm not seeing nothing on here. I'm not seeing a goddamn thing.
It's probably a long.
This is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do. You got me on Instagram?
Yeah.
All right. This is what I want you to do. Go into your Cash App, screenshot it, and DM it to me, and then call right back.
All right.
Because y'all niggas be lying like a motherfucker. But anyway, let me get some of these questions real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I donated $5 in 1972. Do you think that if a man has to seduce or use seduction on a woman, he is simping? For one, she is clearly into you, then why would you feel the need to seduce? No, that's not necessarily simping. I can tell you what simping is in a second. Seduction is not necessarily simping. I'll break it down. But 412 was popping. Who this?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Carr? This is AT calling, man.
AT, what's going on, bro?
All right, chilling. I donated a year ago. Is that okay?
You stupid. So what's going on? What's going on with you, man?
Yeah, I definitely donated today. So you don't have to worry about asking about that. But just, seeing the topic, and I was like, man, that resonated with me because the last two ladies I hooked up with, it kind of fell into, some of the 5 things you were talking about. Like, for one, it was like a month or so ago, met a woman online, like online Hinge. Mm-hmm. And the thing is that she saw, just looking for casual, nothing serious. And I have pictures with me with ladies in it,
right?
Some of the pictures on my profile. And she was like, oh, I can see you definitely, don't want anything serious. I'm not sure how, if I want that or not, but because obviously I guess I was attractive to her, she was cool with overlooking that and still wanting to meet. And then with that, even when setting up the first date, like I got her on the phone, talked, asked her out. And then the funny part, but she was like, I'm not, about hooking up on the first date or anything. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem.
Right.
So then what happened was like the day before the date, it was Monday Night Football, and she liked the particular team, and I was rooting for the other. I was like, okay, well, let's make it interesting. If I win, you pay for dinner. And then if you win, I'll drive to where you're at, because she lives like an hour away. So the team I rooted for ended up winning. So not only did she pay for dinner, but we went back to her place that same night after dinner and smashed.
Nice.
So
that's what's up.
So I guess it kind of plays into what you're saying. Like, right, she just has a type that did it for her. And despite not wanting casual, not wanting to share, I guess she overlooked that or didn't mind that.
Right. Now that's what's up. That's some real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So then the second one was a couple weeks after that. I met a girl online, same thing. Like, she was just looking for casual. So it was cool, met up, hung out, first night, hooked up and everything. But when we were just chilling for a minute, she had talked about a guy that she had been seeing casually for 2 years prior to me. And that, it had ended a few months before then. But I could tell by how she was speaking, still into this guy. But she was like, I'm looking to move on and, everything. And even had a kid with him. He hadn't really seen the child in months or anything like that. So she was like, I'm just trying to move past it. So we hang out, hook up, everything's cool. 2 days later, this long text about how she's still in love with him. And even though she knows he might not love her, she still wants to give him the chance to, possibly love her and see his son. So I'm just like, and this dude, she told me they would hook up in her car, not his car. She would go pick him up and hook up in her car because he didn't really have a place to stay.
Wow.
So whatever it was, this man did it for her, was a bum in her estimation and her words. I still working, doing all this stuff, have my own place. We don't got to sleep together in my car.
Right.
But yet, whatever he had or looks, or maybe he just, dicked her down so good she couldn't get past it. But, blew me off for this guy. So I see what it works in both ways, like where it worked in my favor and then worked against me.
Right. Now that's what's up. See, I like when you call in with the story, because it illustrates a lot of what we be talking about out here is that, people got to be out here in real life to see what's actually happening in real life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. You know what I mean? And
then one question I had, jump off was that, so a girl I was seeing like a year ago, in 2021 to 2022 for a year, it was casual, hanging out, hooking up, doing stuff. She was cool. Stopped seeing me because she was saying, unbeknownst to me, when she got in touch with me a year and a half later, that I guess it was because she said I was being mean to her. And that meant that I wasn't doing anything intentional, I guess, just because I wasn't really like, she wanted more of a relationship. I didn't. So when she would bring it up, I would just kind of brush it off,
right,
or be kind of standoffish. So that was her saying being mean. And then I guess once she disappeared, since I didn't reach out to her, she felt like I didn't care. So then fast forward, we reconnect a year and a half later. And at first she's saying, well, is there going to be something more to this? And I said, no, I just want to continue pick up where we left off. She said she couldn't do that. So we were hanging out. So she left. But then 2 days later, she texted me, like, is it okay to text? I'm like, cool. I just didn't think I'd hear from you because you don't want what I want. Then she was saying, well, if you change your mind, let me know. Okay.
Right.
2 days later after that, text back and says, I don't know what to do. I want to see you, but I'm scared. And she says, fuck it. I'll just see you. And if feelings get too much, I'll disappear. But now, so we see each other, hook up, everything's cool. But now she's starting to kind of fall back, take longer to respond to text, or, is wishy-washy about meeting up. So what do you think, is the issue?
Yeah, I mean, well, this is basically what she was saying. She's, she don't want to get too deep in to catch feelings and all that other bullshit. So it's just like, hey, come through if you want to get this dick. And then, if she ain't really about it at a certain time, then just let her be. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, women be going through their little, crises in their head about bullshit. So you got to just let them do what they got to do and just say, hey, look, this is my stance on it. Come through and get this dick. And then when you're ready to come through and get this dick, come get the dick. If you ain't trying to get the dick, then, good luck. But don't get caught up in, what they're doing. Just say, hey, this is what I'm allowing you to come through to do when we get together. You understand? All that other shit, you gotta, deal with that on their own. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So I guess the issue was, and I know I talked to you and even Miles about it, and, I was wrong where it was like, letting her stay over, cuddling, doing all the stuff I shouldn't have been doing in the casual thing, hanging out, going to places. So I see why, feelings got involved on her part. So now, is it a thing of, I guess if we, kind of pick up where we left off, should I not do those things anymore so feelings don't get, or is it kind of you already let the toothpaste out of the tube?
Yeah, well, the thing is, I mean, it makes it a little harder, but what you need to do is reframe the situation. You need to say, hey, listen, we could get together and do this, but this is all we're really doing. And then have her understand that's what the situation is, and then let her proceed from that point. But if you keep it to where she assumes or thinks that it's going to be more, then that's when you're going to have an issue, because she's going to assume or think that she can have more of it. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to reframe the situation and then stay consistent on how you reframed it. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. I got you. But yeah, that's all I wanted to call it, man. Definitely as always, appreciate the time and information.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Appreciate the call, brother. All right. Real quick. 202 and then 732. 202 was popping real quick. I got to go in like 10 minutes. What's going on?
Okay. This is Johnny from DC. I actually want to go over like one of my situations real quick. It's quick.
Right, go ahead.
I just want to see if you think I handled this correctly. So I was talking to this chick, DMing this chick online, and like she got like a boyfriend and all that. But how I handled the situation was like, she said she had a boyfriend. I was like, yeah. I bypassed that, and I was like, when are you free this week so we can like meet up and stuff like that? And then, whatchamacallit? Actually, hold on, let me skip that part. This is what she said to me. So I have a picture on my profile with some chick, and she was like, oh, is that your girlfriend? And then I told her, I was like, just focus on me and you. I was like, when are you free this weekend so I can kiss all over your body? And then, and then she was like, she said, excuse me, with like some like emoji face. And then I told her, I was like, listen, like, hit me back when you're ready. But I was like, you better hit me before this month is over, because I'm trying to see you. And then like, she was like, like with the like 3 M's or whatever. And then I was like, you better. And then she said, like with 3 M's again. So it's like,
bro, why are you wasting time with these women, man? Why? like, first of all, she said she got a man, right?
Right.
That already, you should have cut that shit off. But 2, all you need to do is tell a chick, yo, this is what I want to do. Her only response that you're looking for is her saying, yes, cool, sounds good, let's do this. Anything else besides that is you wasting time.
I thought I was seducing, like.
No, that's not seduction. Guys, listen. Let me explain something to y'all. And this actually goes with the comment that the guy put up earlier when he said he acts with seduction. What did he say? He said, do you think that if a man seduces a woman that he's simping? No. What happens is seduction means, right, that the woman is showing you interest. This woman's not showing you interest, bro. And what happens is that a woman the woman is showing you interest, and there's hesitation there after the interest. She's not showing you any interest, bro. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's like, for example, I'm gonna give you an example. If I'm in the mall and I'm selling knives that could cut through anything, right?
Right.
And somebody walks past my booth and they look at my shit and they're like, yo, that looks so cool. Oh my goodness, I would love this, or whatever like that. What are they doing? They're showing interest. And then I say, yeah, you should get these knives. It costs this amount. And then they say, damn, that's kind of too expensive. I don't know if I can afford that. Right. So what's stopping them from getting the knives is them thinking they can't afford it. And they might have an issue with money, and they might think like they don't have enough money to do things, but whatever. But that's the issue. So I know that the issue is the money, but they've already shown interest in wanting the knives. So the seduction would be me showing them how getting the knives is going to improve their lives, and how the money that they're going to spend is not a lot of money, and that's going to actually help them out in the long term, and it's worth the money they're going to spend. But what happened is that I'm seducing based off the interest they showed from the beginning. So what I'm saying is this woman is not showing you interest. Y'all think seducing a woman is dealing with an uncooperative woman, or a woman who's not interested, and then try to get her to fuck with you. That would be simping. Do you see what I'm saying? That's not no seduction, bro. That's what we're trying to tell y'all.
The the only reason why I thought, and I was gonna say you're right. The only reason why I thought I was like, it was moving forward because like she keep responding back right away.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter. She can respond every time right away. If she's not responding based on her showing interest to move it forward, there's no reason to keep dealing with talking to her, bro.
Right. Nah, you're right.
That's
you're
what I'm
right.
saying, man. Y'all motherfuckers love wasting time with these chicks, man. But yo, I gotta go because I got 2 more calls, bro. I gotta get to real quick, man. I appreciate the call, bro. All right, 732, and then 40470. 732. What's going on?
Yo, what's up, Macario?
What's popping? Who this?
This is Leak, bro.
What's going on? Did you donate, my brother?
Yeah, I donated.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. So what's going on with you?
Yo, so how do I get out of the mentality that like flirting is like in a sense is begging a woman? Like, how do I get out of that?
How do you get out of the mentality that flirting is begging a woman?
Yeah.
All right, what are you begging her for?
Sex.
So you think flirting is begging a woman for sex?
To a certain degree, it can be, yeah.
Why do you think that?
Because like she can get sex like whatever she wants to. So it's like if you like approaching her, you're just another dude like that's trying to fuck her.
So are you just another dude?
You could be.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's your perspective of how you're seeing things. Because think about this, right? How is sex going to happen?
She has to agree to it.
Yeah, but how is she gonna agree to sex?
Yeah, if you ask.
Okay, so how is that gonna happen?
I mean, you could ask, but you like the flirting has to be like limited.
No. What I'm saying is, how does the interaction happen where you and another woman are talking and having a conversation?
I'm not understanding what you're saying. Like,
what I'm saying is, if a woman and a man get together to have sex, how did that man and that woman meet?
Usually the man starts it.
Yes, exactly. So this is what I'm saying. So if you're approaching the woman, starting the interaction in order for sex to happen, my question is, how do you make that situation happen without approaching or flirting?
No, no. I mean, like with flirting, like for a little bit's okay, but like the limit, that's be a limit on it, does it not?
You said what?
Doesn't it have to be like a limit on the flirting?
Limit like how? A limit for what?
Like you don't want to like keep gassing her head up to a certain degree. Like it has to be like you have to close the deal, right?
Yeah, but that's all part of the situation. You're flirting with the woman and then you close the deal.
I mean, okay.
Right, but what I'm saying is, I still don't understand this thing where you're thinking that flirting is begging, though. That's the part I don't get. Because understand that flirting, what that does is it's giving the woman the indication that you are letting her know that you're interested in taking the situation to that level. You understand what I'm saying? So you're introducing flirtatious talk and sexual innuendo, sexual talk, whatever it is, in the conversation to let her know this is what the conversation is about and this is where it's going. So how are you going to get the woman to understand that she can get the dick unless you're flirting?
I mean, because they know, like when women like
they know what,
like they know like that.
So wait, so if
they know that, like,
so wait, hold on. So if I walk up to a girl and I ask her what the time is, and then I comment on a dress she's wearing, I say, hey, that's a nice dress. How does she know I want to fuck her?
Because like you don't really give a fuck about the dress, you want to fuck.
No, but what if I do give a fuck about the dress? What if how does she know that I'm not a gay dude that's just commenting on her dress?
Bro, I don't think, bro, bro, like, y'all don't care about the dress, though.
No, but this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that how is a woman supposed to know that you want to fuck her? Or how is a woman supposed to know that you, and then on top of that, how are you supposed to know that the woman is interested in having sex with you?
you gotta tell her, right?
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, how are you supposed to know if a woman is interested in fucking you? That's my question to you.
Because you have to like propose the idea of sex, right?
She has to what?
You have to tell her that you want to have sex with her.
Right, in some form or fashion, right? So that she can respond to that, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So that's what the flirting is.
No, but like I'm saying, you could flirt with a woman and she doesn't want to have sex with you, versus like you could just tell her you want to have sex and like she could just say agree or disagree with that.
Wait, say it again.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be a limit on it.
I missed that.
What I'm saying is you could like want to have sex with a woman and you don't necessarily have to flirt with her, if that makes sense.
No. But this is the thing. You do, because how do you know that she wants to have sex with you?
You have to tell her.
What is telling her? What is telling her? What does telling her mean? It starts with an F.
You have to tell her. You have to.
Okay, leak. What is telling her? It starts with an F. We just talked about it.
Oh yeah, you gotta flirt a little.
That's what I'm saying. So what are you talking about, bro? You just said you don't want to flirt. You just tell her. That's flirting. What are you talking about?
I mean,
you're like, well, why do I have to flirt? But I just got to tell her. That's flirting, bro. What are you talking about?
I mean, I'm thinking about flirting as far as complimenting goes. Like,
bro, telling a woman you want to fuck her is flirting.
It is? Okay.
Yes.
I didn't do that.
What is going on with you guys, man? Oh my Jesus. Because you're talking about this thing of, because remember, you said flirting is begging.
Yeah.
See, begging means that a woman is not interested in having sex with you, and then you keep trying to get her to want to fuck you, or you keep trying to ask her for sex or try to get sex from her. That's begging. See, you can't beg when you first bring up something, right? You're not begging. You're actually you're putting a situation on the table. Now, once that woman shows or says she's not interested, and then you keep going, that's begging. Does that make sense? But you still have to make the initial interaction about that so you can see where things can go.
Okay, and then you look at her response to it, right?
Yes. Like what is it? And what is this thing where you're like, well, I don't want to gas her head up. Why are you so worried about gassing a woman's head up?
Because she doesn't necessarily have to reciprocate. So
yeah, but why do you care? Why do you care about gassing a woman's head up? Like, why are you opposed to gassing a woman's head up?
Because you could be wasting your time doing that. That's what I'm saying.
You could be doing what?
You're wasting your time. You could be potentially wasting your time.
Wasting her time?
No, wasting your time when you can just be direct and tell you.
Right, but this is the thing. What is gassing her head up? What does that mean?
Basically giving her a bunch of compliments when it could be possible that she doesn't even like you like that. That's what I'm saying. Right,
but the thing is, why are you giving her the compliment?
Because you want to fuck.
Okay, so if you're giving the compliment because you want to fuck, then is it about her? Is it about you?
It's about you.
Exactly. So why the fuck you give a fuck if her head gets gassed up? That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you care if her head gets gassed up? Like if I go into a store, and go buy some sneakers and hardly nobody's in there, and then they get excited that I come into the store because I'm the first customer, but I go in and they don't have the shoes, or I leave, or whatever the fuck it is. Why do I give a fuck that they were happy I came in? Like, I'm gonna be like, man, I don't want to go in that store because I don't want them to think that they have a good store and the customers want to come in here. Like, why would I care about that?
Yeah, you shouldn't.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you're worried about the wrong shit, bro. You see a woman, you want to make something happen, you go and approach, you interact with her, and you see if that shit could go down. If it don't go down, you move on to the next woman. Like, it's that simple. See, the problem is a lot of y'all motherfuckers have big egos. And so what y'all want to do is y'all want to be in situations where Y'all are like, y'all trying to look cool. You're like, oh, well, I'm not trying to approach a woman and tell her or talk to her about sex because, I just need her to approach me and she got to flirt with me and she got to, give me the choosing signals and she got to do this because it's like, nigga, it's not that serious. Women are not aggressive like that in mass. You understand what I'm saying? It's your job as a man to take the lead. It's your job as a man to lead the interaction where it needs to go. You understand? The fact that niggas are expecting women to be the leader in the situation is bitch made. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all are so bitch made on this, man, I'm going to just sit here and she just needs to come up to me. And if she really likes me, she's going to talk to me. That's bitch shit. You see what I'm saying? Because you as the man have to create the situation.
No, I agree. I'm not one of these choosing single niggas. You know that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, as far as like flirting goes, like there has to be a limit on it. You can't just be complimenting a chick on their outfit. But
this is what I'm saying. But this is the thing. Flirting is a way to get the situation to turn sexual to see if there's sexual interest. That's what flirting is about. It's not about just complimenting a woman all day or talking all this shit. It's you're going in a certain direction. The flirting is to give her something to respond to. You understand? Remember, women have to react to the man. That's why when you fuck a girl, when you put the dick in, she gives that old face like she's reacting to your penetration. You have to penetrate women in every situation. A lot of y'all niggas want women to penetrate y'all. That's why y'all want women to approach y'all. That's why the niggas want women to, give them all the signals. Y'all want women to penetrate y'all. You have to penetrate the woman. The woman is supposed to be in response to you. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all motherfuckers.
Bro, but I didn't say that though. Bro.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying that. But what you're talking about is going in that direction. That's what I'm trying to say. You see what I mean? But Leak, I gotta go real quick because there's one more call and then I gotta wrap this up, man. But I appreciate the call, my brother. All right, 470, last call. What's going on, man?
Hey, did you get my DM?
All right, hold on. Let me check you real quick. I'm gonna check you real quick. All right, cool. I got you. Okay, that's what's up. All right, so what's going on with you?
Hey, so I asked a question on the chat, but I wanted to get a more in-depth explanation. So in terms of an ugly man, right? Let's say he was to approach, like, could a woman be attracted to an ugly man, right? But he also thinks he's ugly, but in the perspective, he's self-aware and he's not like delusional. So it's in a way of he's self-aware that he's, ugly, but he's not self-pitying himself,
So you're saying that a guy could say to himself he's ugly, but not really pity himself, and you're saying that's what makes him be able to attract? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like he's so the woman thinks he's ugly, but he also thinks he's ugly. But the way he's saying he's ugly is like he accepts that he's ugly. So it's not in the way of low self-esteem. It's in the way of, well, I guess you could say low self-esteem since he's saying he's ugly, but he's not self-pitying himself. He's not trying to put himself down. It's more of like self-awareness, like I said.
Right. I mean, it could be that too. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy could look at himself that way and have that self-awareness, but also still, be confident in himself overall. And then that's what makes him attractive. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'm saying the woman could still be attracted to that, even though he's called himself ugly. Like the woman could still have an attraction to him just because of that. Yeah, because the thing is, a woman still has to be sexy. The main thing is she sexually attracted to him? You understand what I'm saying? Which is the real desire. You see what I mean? Because a woman, it's just like, for example, I can. There's chicks that I smashed that I don't think is physically appealing like that, but I'm sexually attracted to them. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And that's why we smashed. That's why we kicked it. That's why I continue to have them as fuck buddies and all that other shit. Is because I'm sexually attracted to them, even though I'm not actually that physically attracted to them. Now, this is the thing. You can't be repulsed by somebody physically, meaning that if there has to be something about them that you're attracted to
in a sense, physically, where you're not repulsed by them, but they don't have to be like the best looking person or, like super, super physically attractive in order for you to be sexually attractive. So that guy who considers himself, ugly or whatever, or even if the girl thinks he's ugly, she still is attracted to him sexually for whatever reason. And that guy still doesn't repulse her. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you mentioned the females that you said they weren't that attractive, right? If they were to tell you, or let's say it was a conversation, they mentioned they didn't think they was attractive like that, would that affect your attraction towards them in any type of way, or it wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't care.
No.
I wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, most women don't even think they're as attractive as most niggas think anyway, so it don't even make a difference. Like, that's just her having her natural feminine insecurity. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And then the other way around, I think I already asked it, but maybe you messed with a girl, right? And she didn't think you're attractive, but she was sexually attracted to you. But you say the same thing I said, like you were self-aware. Not like, obviously you're supposed to think, that you're the shit, but in terms of a guy that, that I said, just as someone that is realistic, they said they weren't this type of guy. They were, okay, I'm an ugly guy, so and so. And the woman, like, would the woman have the same reaction too? Like, she would be like, okay.
Wait, what are you saying? Say that again. You said if the guy thinks he's what?
No, I said it before. I said, you said that if a guy the woman thinks he's ugly, right? But he also thinks he's ugly. But then I said that he's self-aware. So in that scenario, would it be the same thing? Like you mentioned, you wouldn't care if a woman wasn't that attractive.
Yeah, it's the same. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is what only matters is there actual attraction sexually for that to be a genuine sexual connection between that woman and that man. You feel what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is that a lot of guys, because they think surface level, they think it's all about looks, and they think only looks are equated to a woman being sexually attracted to the guy and want to fuck with him and be with him. You feel what I'm saying? And so this is why a lot of guys fuck up, because they have that insecurity within themselves if they feel they're not that good looking, and this is what causes them not to attract women. It's not really because them not being the best looking dude. It's because of how they think about themselves, which causes them to have a hard time attracting women. But any last words you want to say real quick, because I got to wrap this up.
Just one comment on it. It kind of repulses, I guess, in the way that y'all say, but you know how you say men and women aren't the same? Could that also mean that men and women are the same, but they're not at the same time in a way? Yeah, I mean, there's similarities. You understand what I'm saying? But there's also the differences. So there's similarities, but then the differences are the things I think that if a lot of guys understood, right? Because if they actually understood the game, they see the differences. If guys understood the differences, then what would happen is that they would understand their value as a man. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of guys, because they think surface level, right? They don't understand their value, so they don't realize the differences that's going to make them attractive to the women. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, that's it. Appreciate it.
All right, bro. I appreciate the call, man. I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right, people. So I gotta head up out of here. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com. Make sure you guys, get the Masculine Identity soap. Join the Masculine Identity right now for 99 cents. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, and make sure you guys join the Bad Boy Show on Patreon. That's what I'm about to do right now. Me and Miles are going to record the Bad Boy Show. So go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario so that you can watch all the episodes. All right. So I'm out of here, people. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out. Later.